Have you ever been scrolling Instagram or Pinterest and seen a Happy Home Paradise build so good it makes you wonder if you're even playing the same game? Because I definitely have. Well, the hope is this video is going to take you from something basic like this to something just a little bit more advanced. By the way, that basic one's mine. Don't worry, I didn't get it from anywhere. I'm really good at basic builds. We've got a range of tips today, starting from really basic ones, ranging all the way to really advanced ones, and even with some custom design codes that I think you will love. As always, I'll leave the chapters down below so you can scroll through and find the ones that are applicable to you, but don't miss the custom design codes in each section. If you're early on in the Happy Home Paradise builds, the chances are you just haven't unlocked half the items these more advanced builds are using. Happy Home Paradise kind of operates as its own entity, with items being unlocked as you design different villagers' houses. This means that no matter where you are in the main game, you can start Happy Home Paradise and still have a great time. In order to get all the items quickly, you're going to want to decorate villagers' houses with very different themes, as each theme unlocks a different subset of items. Just remember, if you don't like any of the themes from the villagers on the beach, you can go to a cafe or restaurant to find more villagers. Even if you've done as many as 30 houses, you may still not have unlocked every item available to you or all of the features. I know one of them doesn't even unlock till after you've done 30 houses. As you progress through the game, you'll have the option to use DIYs that you've already crafted and also use items that you've already catalogued from the Nook shop itself. So just know if you're early on and you can't make an amazing build, it's because you haven't got all the tools yet. That being said, even if you haven't made it to that stage yet, make sure you're crafting all your favorite DIYs that you know you're going to want to use later. You're also going to want to make sure you unlock all the paths and all the fences in the base game itself. This is because unlike the other items, you can only use paths and fences that you've already unlocked in the base game. Number 3, this is for building outside specifically. Just know that not all the plots are made equally. For example, if you know you want to have a plot that has lots of trees and bushes, you need to pick one of the grass plots. And if you want something like cherry blossoms, you can only pick from a very few specific plots that have cherry blossoms. As far as I'm aware, at no point in the DLC will you be able to terraform. This means that you're going to have to rely on the terraforming of the plots for you to do the build you want. So if you think you need different levels in terraforming, you're going to have to pick a specific plot for that. You can put as many villagers as you want on the same plot, so don't worry about filling the plots up early on. Next up is accent walls and partition walls. Accent walls you should have from the beginning, and partition walls you get after doing 8 houses. I'll put all the unlockable features here, but you also see things like changing the room sizes is after 6 islands, and things like second floors you don't even unlock till 18 islands. Accent walls are a single wall with different wallpaper to the other 3 walls in the building, and it will be placed on the wall in which you are facing. To do this, press A on a wallpaper you want to place on all the walls, and press X on the wallpaper you want to place as an accent wall. My favorite use of these is to use outside scenery as the accent wall. You can do fun scenes, or you can do really fun stuff with glow-in-the-dark stickers, which we'll touch on later. Partition walls you unlock slightly later and are a vital part of transforming builds. The partition wall will not use the accent wallpaper and will use whichever wallpaper is on the other 3 walls. I found that using wallpapers with windows can really mess with the partition wall aesthetic, so definitely save them for accent walls. Sadly, you can't hang anything on an accent wall, which really sucks, but they are still a lot of fun to use. Although accent walls are incredible on their own, they really transform a room when used with pillars. Both pillars and countertops are unlocked after doing 15 Happy Home Paradise homes, and they are so good. So let's talk about pillars. Not only can they be used at the edge of partition walls, but they're also a great way of adding an extra feature to the room. Same goes for countertops. Not only can they be used to break up rooms, they can also be used instead of a table in places. And they look really good and really seamless when placed next to the beams, as the wood on both of them match up. Next up is just a small reminder. You don't always have to select the biggest room possible for your builds. Yep, I'm saying this to myself. Just remember there's beauty in having smaller rooms, and sometimes I feel like having a giant room just really limits what you can do with the room and really makes it look worse when what you have in there is perfectly fine. The room's just too big. After scrolling through Instagram, I saw so many aesthetics that relied on lace rugs. And honestly, after placing them down, I understand why. They are stunning and a nice alternative to all the rugs the game gives you. I often find when I'm making Happy Home Paradise builds that either the rugs they give me aren't the right size, aren't the right texture, or don't really fit into especially elegant type of builds. A lot of these lace designs already exist because a lot of people used to use them for the outside decorations, so this means there are plenty to find. But here are some of my favorite ones. The best part about some of these is, especially if you get some of the rectangular ones, you can make them whatever size you need to fit the room that you're doing. And the little circle ones are a great way to cover up space when you need it. Placing custom rugs on the floor is a crucial part of trying to get an Instagrammable build. So let's go over how you do that. First of all, you need to download the codes. To do this, you either go to the Able Sisters terminal in the Able Sisters, or if you have the upgrade on your phone, just open the app and press X. Then you can either type in something like lace to find the codes, or you can type in the creator codes that I've got up on the screen right now. Quick disclaimer, I haven't made any of these custom codes. These are made by absolutely incredible members of the Animal Crossing community, and I'll leave their socials as well as the codes down in the description below. Then make sure you saved all the codes you need to make the full lace rug, and then go to Happy Home Paradise. Once you're there, you're going to open the phone app and make sure you are out of the decorating mode for this because you can't open your phone like that. Once you're in the app, you want to press on the custom design, click on display here and as floor tile. Make sure you place all parts, it really doesn't matter where they are, and then go back in decorating mode. You'll be able to move them like any rug, and you can also group them together by pressing R. You can also place custom designs as wallpaper and flooring. And again, this has been such a game changer. Sometimes, especially the wood designs they use as floors and wallpaper, just doesn't quite do it for the feel I'm going for a room. So then custom codes are definitely your friend. Next up is polishing. And when I saw this in the direct, I was like, but I was wrong to judge. They are actually so transformative. Polishing is one of the first things you unlock after doing 4 rooms, but you don't get customized polishing till house number 12. Even just the default polishing effects can really transform a room and give it the realistic feel that you can see in your head come to life. Every single type of polishing can then be customized with a custom code. Depending on which type of polishing you use the custom code on, it will look very different. And I love that. There are some absolutely stunning and amazingly imaginative ones out there. My personal favorite is customizing the butterflies to look like bats. And also I've seen a really clever use of the text type feature to make ghosts appear. Definitely recommend that. And finally, let's finish on one of the biggest things to transform interior decorating. And this is the glow-in-the-dark stickers. And honestly, if you don't know this trick, it is going to change your life. Now, the glow-in-the-dark stickers on their own look meh at best. They're like the things you used to stick in your room as a kid. Whilst they're great, they don't really transform your life in the way they actually do. And this is because you can customize them. And the way some very, very, very intelligent people have been using them is to make windows. Not only can they make windows, you can make doors, and honestly, fences were one of the most recent things I saw. They look stunning too. I've already shown you how to make an accent wall, so you're going to want to make sure that you place one of the outdoor sceneries as the accent wall for this really to come together. Then you just place the sticker and then customize it by pressing X, scroll all the way to the end to find your custom design, and place one of the windows. My favorite codes I'll show on the screen right now, and also leave their codes down below with their socials. These are absolutely incredible. I have a more detailed video of all the step-by-steps on how to do this here. But basically, all you need to do is place it, customize it, and move it to wherever you need it to go. As you can see, it works really well if you have outdoor scenery behind it, but there are so many different ways that you can use your imagination to use it. Just remember, just like partition walls, these do mean that you can't hang anything from them. It really sucks, but you just have to find a way to get around it. Hanging things from the ceiling seems to be the perfect way around it. And finally, just a really sad reminder that if you delete any of the custom slot codes from your phone, they will delete in your Happy Home Paradise builds. Yep, it really sucks. I wish they didn't do that, but that's just the way it is. That's everything from me today. As always, if you enjoyed my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you check me out on Twitch for all your Animal Crossing content. I'll see you next time. Bye.